What if I told you that everything you know about houses is wrong? Imagine stepping into a place where the floor is the ceiling and the ceiling is the floor.
Everything is turned upside down.
Can we touch it?
Yes, that's it. You know, we came in through the window and we're going out through the window.
Right now, I wish I was Spider-Man. I'm serious. No jokes.
This house is one of the most beautiful things that has happened in West Africa. A first of its kind. But it's not just a building. I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to this channel and give this video a like. Okay, so we're currently in the city of Lagos, Nigeria today. And we're going to be visiting somewhere very, very unique. I mean, I've never seen this in my life. I heard it's the first in the whole of West Africa. And it's called the Upside Down House in Lagos, Nigeria. I don't know what it's going to be like, but we're gonna find out. But before that, let me tell you a story. For the past 1 year, I have traveled to many states in Nigeria, exploring beautiful cultures, meeting amazing people and telling the stories of these places. And sadly, almost every time I see so much potential, but these places look nearly dead, abandoned, ignored and forgotten.
Now, this is talking about a sector which is generating about 10% of world jobs and has the potential to generate even more, especially in a country like Nigeria, where you have beaches that are not visited as often as they should be. You have historical facts which are not being shared. You have a rich culture which should attract tourists into the country, but this, we will say, are potentials which are not yet tapped.
Nigeria is a country with incredible tourism potentials, from beautiful mountains to historic sites, and from stunning beaches to many cultural wonders. There's so much that could make Nigeria a top destination for travelers, but in reality, we are still far behind. And this is where one man decided to make a difference.
I had a dream, and you've got to find people to execute the dream. It's like being a president, yes? And if the country's run well, it's because you've chosen good people. If it's run bad, it's because you haven't chosen good people. It's just full stop. And my mom used to say to me that you don't appreciate hot until you're cold, and you don't appreciate tall until you're short, right? And it's the same thing with success and failure. You could never appreciate success unless you fail.
How? Like, how did you do it?
Yeah, so another thing is that we didn't come in through the door, we came in through the window.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's true. Even the window is upside down.
Yes. And then this is the first floor before the house turned upside down. So the ground floor is up.
Yes.
Okay.
We are literally upstairs.
Well, upstairs, like the last
The
floor.
actual upstairs.
Yeah.
Behind this.
At first glance, this house makes no sense. Everything about it defies logic. The roof is on the ground and the floor is up in the air. It's confusing and disorienting, and that's exactly the point. Upside down houses are not a new concept. They exist in different parts of the world, from Germany to Poland and even in South Africa. But in West Africa, this is the first of its kind. But why bring this idea to Lagos? What was the inspiration behind it? Here's the story I was told. For over a century, Pedro Akisheye's house stood tall in Isale Eko, a symbol of Lagos' rich Afro-Brazilian heritage. Built by returnees from Brazil in the 1800s, it carried the essence of a time when freed African slaves brought back a fusion of Portuguese architecture and African culture. But as Lagos evolved, many of these historic homes vanished, replaced by skyscrapers and modern buildings. Determined to preserve his grandfather's legacy, Emmanuel Pedro planned to move the house to the Afro-Brazilian Cultural Center in Ibejuleki, but fate had other plans. As the house reached landmark in Oniro, a fierce storm struck, lifting it into the air before slamming it back down, perfectly upside down. Some say it was a freak accident, others believe it was a sign that Pedro's legacy refused to be erased. Do you really believe that story?
So, how long did it take for all this to come in place? Do you have any idea?
So the house that fell was discarded, right?
Okay.
And this is a refurbished house.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
So the grandson decided to refurbish this house.
Oh.
Created. That's why you see that almost everything inside of the house is looking new and modern. In the
Oh my
1900s, there was nothing like refrigerator or microwave.
Yes.
So Emmanuel decided to refurbish this house. That's why we see that almost everything inside of the house is looking new and modern. So here you can act like you're washing your hands.
And I'm not going to act like I don't switch I want.
You're frying eggs
How do you fry egg upside down?
and plantain, or you're serving the rice. You know.
You don't really the rice don't cook or more.
Yeah, so that's no problem.
I have a visual idea. As the cat don't go upside down, don't open your mouth. So let me try.
You're so short, man.
I know. Don't remind me.
Let's put water there and test it.
Okay.
Wow.
Thank you.
There's this really nice couch here, and it's upside down. How do you guys place this thing upside down? I don't know who designed this. I don't know how he did this. This is magnificent. Emmanuel, his grandson, did this. I mean,
So what is that about
amazing.
refrigerator?
Cool.
What if waiting the inside
Huh?
freezer?
No capriccio inside.
No.
Yes, so.
Yes.
See that
Even the microwave. Even the microwave. Woo.
How about come and sit dining?
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, this kind of dining.
It's my favorite part of the house because I love food a lot. So this is the dining room, and this is where Mr. Akinche would sit to discuss with his friends and family. And then here he would tell them how he became a successful businessman. So yesterday was actually his wedding anniversary. That's why he decided to, make it be very intentional about love. You can see very beautiful.
Very demure.
Yeah.
So there is this right up here, which is, I don't know, I've never seen something like this in my life. It's beautiful. And there's a bathtub that goes here, the bed, the child's bed. And this is like a cupboard or something amazing. All these are so cool, man.
So this is an anteroom, but I named it the ladies' corner. So this is the best spot for ladies to take pictures. And I've taken a lot here, and oh my god.
The real magic of the upside down house isn't just in its structure, it's in the way it messes with your mind. The moment you step in, everything feels off. Your brain knows something is wrong, but your eyes refuse to believe it. Tables, chairs, even beds, all perfectly arranged but flipped upside down. A playful trick on perception that makes you question everything you know about space and balance.
And then, we came in through the window, and we're going out through the window. So this is the main door of the house of Pedro. I told you the door is at the ground floor. So you can see the welcome footmats, the flower vase, and Emmanuel's bicycle outside. Everything is turned upside down. And we decided to lock this place for safety reasons, so children don't come and want to jump upside down.
For many people, the first time they hear about it, they don't believe it's real. A house that's completely upside down in Lagos. But once they step inside, they get it. It's the kind of place that makes you wonder.
How did they do it?
Since it's opened, the upside down house has drawn thousands of visitors, both locals and tourists. People travel from different states and even outside Nigeria just to experience it. And in a country where tourism is still growing, this house is a proof that people want unique attractions. At the end of the day, it's more than just a house flipped on its head. And if one thing is certain, is that people will always be drawn to the extraordinary.
Well, if you want to book normally from Monday to Sunday, it is the range of 3,000 naira to 17,000. So there are different prices for different times.
Okay, so there are different prices for different time slots with respect to the day of the week
And demands. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Right. So if you had come on Monday, you might get ticket for 3,000.
So with respect to the time of the day and the day of the week, so those days like Mondays, Tuesdays, where there are no demands, the price is lower.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Some will be going to work, some persons be in school, no time. But some persons still come.
Wow. So like what time to what time do you guys open here?
From 9 o'clock, we close by 9 o'clock. 9 to 9.
9 to 9. So even in the night, there are lights inside here. Where are the lights?
Lights
Where
down.
did they
Get to
illuminate?
turn on the switch.
Oh wow.
That's part of that. So when it's
Yes,
dark,
it illuminates properly.
exactly.
It's no surprise that this place is making waves on social media, with visitors sharing their reactions and creative shots. For me, it was more than just a visit. It reminds me that sometimes seeing the world from a different angle makes life even more exciting. Is this something you would love to experience? Let me know in the comments. And if you love discovering unique travel experiences and untold African stories, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. There's so much more to explore. See you in the next one.
So how many staircases does this house have? I mean, does this house have
It has 3.
3 stairs?
Mm-hmm.
So leading to the same one upstairs.
Yes. I mean, there are different rooms in the house.
There are
Yes,
just 2 rooms
yes.
in the house. Aside
There are not just 2 rooms. There's children's room, there's private sitting room, there's master's bedroom,
that one
there's
is established.
kitchen,
There's a lot of room
there's
here.
dining room, there's auntie room, there's
Uncle
many.
room.
Thank you for coming.
What do you